Still taking the bus? Her voice cut through the noise, sharper than memory, like glass cracking beneath pressure. I turned slowly. Lauren stood there in a sleek black dress, cool, composed, gleaming with false grace. Colin, her husband now, loomed beside her, chiseled, smug, one of those men who never pay full price but always get the best seat. To them, I was history, a footnote, a ghost in a place too expensive for old wounds. Then Colin saw it. His gaze dropped to my wrist and faltered. That's he muttered, a $2 million limited edition. I brushed it with my fingers, like flicking dust from memory. Oh, this thing. Lauren didn't flinch, but her eyes cracked open like fault lines, and I watched, closely, each tick in her perfect posture, each ounce of realization slipping in. She thought I stayed buried, that she'd left me behind, hollow and broken, stitched herself to a better life, rewrote me as the villain in her tragic origin story. But people like her, they never notice the thread they leave hanging, and they never expect it to unravel them. It wasn't the affair that gutted me. It was how convincingly she made me the monster. The subtle lies, the rehearsed fights, the whisper campaign, and that night, the scream for the neighbors to hear. I'm scared. He's not safe. I never raised a hand, never shouted. I left the door open behind me. But silence doesn't make headlines. The cot didn't care. She cried in soft navy with her pearls tight. Spoke of control, isolation, how I dimmed her light. Colin was there. I remember their glance. Quick, shared, practiced. You only miss that glance if you're desperate to believe love doesn't lie. But it does. So do lovers. I didn't lash out. Didn't go online. Didn't spiral. I watched. I remembered. I rebuilt. That old loft, the one she said I monitored obsessively, still had live feeds, still streamed to the cloud. The camera in the vent saw more than shadows. I tracked the lies, every late exhibit, every art event. Colin's car, same plates, same 11:37 p.m. exit. She took it all. The condo, the car, my name, my dignity. So I took the one thing she couldn't tarnish, truth, and I made it capital. I launched a boutique venture firm, hired brilliant minds, moved in silence, let wolves eat while I hunted behind glass. 5 years later, my firm owned 43% of Colin's company, hidden behind 5 anonymous shells, untraceable, until tonight. Before stepping into the gala, I sent the documents to my inbox. The acquisition hit the wire minutes later. Colin now worked for me. He just didn't know it yet. He offered a hand. I've heard about your fame, he said. Congrats, big moves. I squeezed harder than I should have. I like building, I told him, especially after demolition. He blinked. I handed him a leather folder. No logo. No pretense. One line inside. Check who signed your last round. His hands shook. Lauren leaned in, voice dipped in silk. What is this? A pitch? No. I met her eyes. It's a reckoning. Now, in the lobby, the afterglow fading. After the reveal, after the last mask fell, she fired her final shot. Still taking the bus. Laughed like time had erased the damage. Like I was still catching up. Then he saw the watch. The one she used to dream of, pointing in glossy pages whispering, someday, when we've made it. Now I wore it. She wore the past. Colin stood still, his legacy bound to the man she left in pieces. And she saw it too late. I leaned in. Your empire was built on my ruin. Pause. Ashes don't burn. They wait. I left before they spoke. No second glance. Didn't need it. Her silence was loud. That small inhale between pride and panic. That empty gasp when truth shows up wearing your regret. She thought her betrayal killed me. But it fed me. Fueled every step. I didn't return for her. I came back to bury the version of me who ever needed her love. The bus stop was nearby. But I called the car, not for comfort, for the choice. Some scars don't bleed. They build, they wait, and then, one day, they own everything. Silently,